Hello everybody, I am Red King from Send More Robots, and welcome back to Space Engineers. So today is Thursday, that means there's another update. I apologize for this one being late. Unfortunately, my work schedule conflicted a little bit, but I figured we would get to it anyways. But yeah, there is a new update out today. It is 1.052. And today's new update actually includes some rather unique game mechanics, really, over the typical idea. So right here, as you can see, I have two blocks. I have the normal armor block, and I have the heavy armor block. And now they've introduced volumetric explosions, which means your armor actually matters now in how you place it. So, if I go into my ship here, it basically, I'm gonna show you an example of what I'm talking about, but basically what it means is that your ship now actually, it actually does something more. Oh, let me have to go find myself, because my thing was all the way over there. It actually matters what you use for armor. So I have my ship set up right there. We're going to lock her in place. Oh, well, we're going to move it down again. And it keeps reloading me. Anyways, but I haven't set up the weapons. So we're going to use the rocket launchers, because the rocket launchers have the best potential for hitting. So, and they do a lot of damage. But here's a... I'm actually going to turn off one of the rockets. We're going to turn that one off. So rocket launcher 2. We're going to shoot it. Actually, I'm going to back up a little bit, just in case. But as you can see, there's my... So as you can see, it does take damage. It does crunch, rather than completely going out. And I will actually just show you what is going on in here. So I actually have two generators in here. I have a generator on that side and a generator on that side. And of course, light armor is going to take less punishment than heavy, but now the light armor actually deflects some of the hits. Then it takes more shots. See, it's already taken 2 shots to penetrate, and the whole thing hasn't gone down yet. 3, I'm not even directly aiming at it, and 4. So it finally takes it out, and so that means it actually matters how you place the armor and how much you put on there. So of course, heavy is going to function a lot stronger. It's also going to be much heavier, of course. As you can see, 1, 2, 3... We're already at the point where I blasted holes into that and took out the generator. But now it matters. It's really cool that they've included this, because now when you build your ships, it actually matters the armor you put on it and the angles in which you put it on. And I can just keep going all day on this thing. I'm probably at like 12 or 11 shots now, and it still hasn't caved in. Yeah, it's pretty... I mean, it's interesting that it adds so much more, more expressiveness to it. Oh, I actually blasted a hole into it, and I was just tearing into that beach. But yeah, I mean, look, you know, deformation is a normal thing, but it's the fact that these actually absorb a lot more damage than they used to before, which is fantastic, which means the armor actually matters in this game, and it means that building ships a specific way will ultimately give you results that actually, you know, vary from ship to ship. That's all nice and said and done, but there are a couple more things they included in here, so I'm going to show you them both right now. I'm going to go down to my little refinery station over here. So this is not a refinery station, I lied. It's actually, these are arc furnaces, and this is assemblers. And I have them hooked up in a very specific way, so I actually I didn't modify anything. I just kind of built this up, and if I can find that little ship I was working on, there it is. I actually had this ship go out and mine some things before, and I mined very specific materials. So if you look inside here, I've mined iron, cobalt, and nickel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this bad boy up, and I'm going to dock it as usual. But they've done a new adjustment with the arc furnaces, which is the fact that they can actually refine more than just iron. You can see where this is going. But overall, it's really cool because it helps out a lot. They've allowed it to refine those very specific materials I have said. Let me see if I can find my connector. throw out. So the arc furnace actually accepted all of that. And we're going to jump over here. And I put a bunch of them down because, you know, why not? But there's no reason I need to adjust these. Oh, and of course I didn't. What did you do? So what I'm going to do is actually going to go to the door here. And we're going to look at the production. So we're going to move this over to Arc Furnace 5, and it's actually going to process that cobalt. Well, this processes the nickel. And as you can see, it now processes all of these materials, but it does it at the same rate as it did before. So I think it's 1.5 times as fast, or twice as fast, somewhere around that range. But it's going to produce it, and it's going to manufacture it much quicker than just a simple refinery, which means you can delegate the refinery to doing uranium, platinum, silver, gold. You can delegate it to silicone, you can delegate it to those specific tasks, and leave the arc furnace to finish off the rest of the materials that we more readily need, such as iron, cobalt, and nickel here. So, as you can see, it is toiling away at building my stuff. And now we come up to one of the new features of assemblers. So as you can see, I have 6 assemblers here. I have one spread apart from the others because I want to do something very specific. So in most of the time when people play survival, they eventually find that they need more assemblers, more refineries, more things like that. Well, they've added a new feature to assemblers. And it is that you can go into the production queue, and as you can see, there's a button right here. It says Enable and Disable Cooperative Mode. Now, in this one, I'm not going to put it on, but my other assemblers, 12 through 11, you can also do it from the control panel. So let's see, assembler 8 through 12, as you can see, it says cooperative mode. So what this is if you click this button, it actually goes off based off of a master assembler, which is number 13 right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 13 produce 100 steel plates. And as you can see, it's producing. But so is 8, so is 12, 9, 10, and 11. So what they're doing is they're actually pulling it from the master assembler, and they're helping it assemble these steel plates, which is a phenomenal thing because it now means that all the assemblers are going to be working as one to build everything. So let's say I go back, I'm going to go back into 13, and I'm going to get rid of that. And it also works on the large block items. So let's say I want to build, let's see more of the materials I have. But if I wanted to build any of these items, I could build it without an issue. It would simply come down to So as you can see, it's going to build the construction plugs, and you can see there's 5 missing already. And that's because it's delegated itself to these other assemblers. So now these assemblers are taking it from there and building it with the entire system, and that's building all those lights and everything like that. But it's also interesting because whenever there's more than some other item, like if I were to put these, you know, like some other item in there, such as this power cell or any of that. Sorry, not the power cell, but if I were to do anything like this, like the battery or anything, it would actually pick the next random object within the list to produce. So it's really cool because everything's going to be producing everything, but it does say you can only do one or the other. So you can't have cooperative mode and repeat mode on at the same time. But, I mean, that's not too big of a deal. It kind of balances out overall, but it doesn't really matter to me overall. It's really cool that I can get multiple assemblers to work together. And the final thing, I am actually going to go off and show you with my partner in Space Engineers, Mr. Hewitt, which we will work on together. Showcase some stuff. Say hi.
Hello.
Hello. Alright, and as you can see, Mr. Hewitt, you can see his name over his character. But there's a new system they have, which is turning your broadcasting system on and off, which Mr. Hewitt will showcase for me right here. And it seems simple right there as it turns off the player's name, so it doesn't broadcast his system, but it lets him receive information still, so he can still see my name over my head.
SMR EDC underscore Wrecking.
And so he can see that information, so he can still receive said information but he cannot control anything. So if we had any objects on here that had a remote control block, he would not be able to actually interact with those objects. If I turn mine off, he won't be able to see my name anymore, and as you can see, it says broadcasting off. Broadcasting
Where'd you go? Oh, I thought I lost you.
It happens.
Oh.
And so now, if Mr. Hewitt would go into the factions and join my faction, we will show you one last thing that they did with this update.
I will do that as soon as I remember what button to hit.
Push K.
I thought it was K. Aha! I remember now. I remember these things. I do good. Yay! I'm in a faction!
Alright, so, Mr. Hewitt...
I'm in a gang now!
I'm in a gang! There's a new feature they have in this thing called Help Others, and it's something they gave specifically to the welder on ships. So what I'm going to do is, Mr. Hewitt, I want you to... There is a steel plate I just dropped on the ground there, if you would pick it up. And could you start a small reactor for me?
Alright.
Push G.
You are G.
I know I'm a G. So yeah, just put the first block down for the reactor. You should be able to just put down the thing in general, while I show everyone else what I'm talking about. So the welder, as you can see, is right here, and as you can see, there's a button here that says Help Others. So if I check that on, it will actually prevent me from taking control of the small reactor that we are going to create once he finds it.
It should be it.
Just click.
Ah! I did it. Except it's not doing it.
Is it telling you don't have the right parts or something?
Let's see. You need steel plate. I'm on this steel plate. What the?
No, pick up the steel plate.
You are a steel plate.
And now try it. Okay, I need to map that to my thing anyways, so...
It's... I don't...
What is happening?
Did it. No, I did it. I said I did it!
I don't see anything. This is not going well. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the large one. Oh, man.
Well, you have a big ship. I assumed we would need something large.
I only have the parts for the small ones, so... So you need to make this... Oh, Mr. Hewitt. Use the grinder to break it down.
No,
Use your belt sander.
I was not planning on this contingency.
Yeah, I'm aware.
In case any of you were wondering, it has been a very long time since I played this game. So...
And I play this
please.
game every week, at least.
Come on.
Oh,
I remember.
If you push G and you go into the left-hand bar where it says Character Tools.
Okay, now I get it.
Yes.
I got it. I did it. I done did it. Hey, King. Figured out how to do it.
You're amazing. You're
I
a
know,
shiny
right?
golden child.
Okay, now it just won't let me use it. That's cool.
Oh, that's great.
That's cool right now. I'm having fun.
Oh my god, what happened to the ship?
What?
Half the ship is now destroyed. I don't even care.
I can't use the belt sander. What is this? Ugh! Belt sander. Hey. Oh, God. Now I can use it.
I dropped the plates again. Pick them up.
Alright, let's do this again.
And this time do the small reactor.
I will do whatever the hell I want.
ship. I guess I must destroy it when I use the little thrusters to move around. I don't know. I don't care anymore.
I don't care anymore.
I just don't give a damn. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Quite frankly, my dear, I wish I was made of cheese.
Alright. So as you can see, like I said, I will show you guys once again. On the welder, it says help others. So now I'm going to go up and I'm going to weld this for him. So now that is all done. It is ready for him to use. And if we actually go into it, we will go into control button, and it's owned by nobody. So it's not going to it doesn't give ownership to me specifically since I built it, and it doesn't give it to him, you know, Mr. Hewitt since he didn't actually build it, but it leaves it out there for everybody, especially if you're going to use ships like that builder there to actually create more stuff. But that is it for this update. I hope you all enjoyed this video. As always, like, comment, or subscribe. Subscribing is the best part of the whole thing. I mean, you get to see more of that. Oh, and look, he just kind of moonwalked. That was really cool. Like it if you want to see more. Leave a comment. Tell us what we could do better. Tell us how much more Mr. Hewitt you would like to see. And I'm slowly moving. This is weird. But always, remember who you are and what you are.
Don't cause any trouble out there in that well.
And always remember, put the belt sander on your goddamn toolbar.
Ah!
Your health is critical.
Bye, guys. Why is it getting so smoky?